Can we connect The Alchemist to quality philosophies? Let's explore this together. Join me in this exercise. I am Juan Navarro, this advanced quality programs, and I invite you to explore the quality philosophies and concepts to apply them to our everyday life. The Alchemist tells the story of Santiago, a young shepherd from Andalusia who embarks on an extraordinary journey after experiencing a recurring dream about a hidden treasure. Despite his parents' wish for him to enter the priesthood, his longing for travel leads him to become a shepherd. The tale begins with Santiago resting in the ruins of an ancient church in the Spanish countryside, where a sycamore tree stands. In his dream, a child leads him to the pyramids of Egypt, where a treasure is buried. Just as he is about to learn the exact location, he awakens. Interpreting the dream as a sign, Santiago consults a fortune teller who advises him to travel to the pyramids to seek the treasure. Dissatisfied with her vague response, he decides to abandon the conversation and set out on his journey. Soon after, Santiago meets Melchizedek, a mysterious old man claiming to be a king, the king of Salem. Melchizedek introduces him to the concept of the soul of the world, a force that connects all things and communicates through dreams and signs. He explains that when a person genuinely desires something, that longing originates from the universe, which helps them to achieve it. Encouraged by this new acquaintance, Santiago sells his flock, and he sets out for Egypt, pursuing his dream. Melchizedek then gives him 2 stones to help him interpret omens, strengthening Santiago's belief in destiny. Santiago's journey is filled with challenges. After being robbed upon arriving in danger, he takes a job in a crystal shop to earn money and is discouraged because later he joins a caravan crossing the desert, and then at one oasis he falls in love with a woman named Fatima, and he meets a true alchemist who teaches him important lessons about life and transformation. Throughout the travel, Santiago encounters many temptations, including love, wealth, hardship, and danger. He forms relationships with people who reshape his understanding of the world. First, an Englishman aspiring to become an alchemist, and a camel driver. While the Englishman, for example, seeks wisdom throughout books, Santiago learns from experience. This shows the importance of both study and real-life encounters. The conversation with the camel drivers offers Santiago some additional valuable insights. The man recounts that after consulting many fortune tellers about future, the wisest of them, or the wisest among of them, advised him that only God knows the future, while others can only infer from present signs. Later, Santiago meets the true alchemist, somebody capable of transforming metal into gold. The alchemist explains him that many people fail to achieve their dreams because they become overly concerned with material possession, losing sight of their true purpose. He urges Santiago to listen to his heart and remain connected to the soul of the world. Both Melchizedek and the alchemist emphasize on that importance of trusting your heart. Santiago struggles with fear, doubt, and love, but the alchemist reassures that emotions are a natural part of life. He encourages Santiago to trust his journey, advising him to never ignore his heart. Now that he understands it, Santiago learns to overcome his fears and hears the wisdom of his heart. Eventually, his heart begins to align with the soul of the world. Santiago and Fatima meet at the oasis where the caravan has paused to avoid a desert conflict. Fatima comes to the well for water every day, and Santiago waits her daily just to see her. And as they encounter, they converse and they share their dreams. Santiago then proposes to her. However, questions arise about whether love can truly be possessed or fully understood. Santiago's journey demands that he gives up many of the things he holds dear. His flock, his money, his family, and even the gold that was given by the alchemist to him. But now, leaving Fatima proves to be the most difficult choice of all. He wonders whether she is part of his destiny. But Fatima encourages him to follow his dreams. She believes that the desert promised her an important gift, which she now recognizes as Santiago. She feels connected with his journey and vows to wait for him. As a daughter of the desert, she understands that men must live to fulfill their purpose. If they do, and they do not return, it means their soul has found a new home, perhaps in an animal, in a sand dune, or another element of the soul of the world. The alchemist agrees with Fatima, with her perspective. If Santiago chooses to remain at the oasis, it would mean only either a lack of faith in their love or an unwillingness to confront his fear. His departure and eventual return would serve as the ultimate testament of his love. Then Santiago notices two hawks fighting in the sky. He interprets this as an omen and as a sign that a rival tribe is planning to attack on the oasis. And his prediction proves to be correct. His journey is briefly interrupted by a tribal war in the desert. And later, the alchemist tells the tribesmen that Santiago will prove himself to be a true alchemist. And he will be showing them that by transforming into wind within 3 days. Uncertain of how to accomplish that, Santiago relies on the universal language that he learned along the travel. He asks the desert to help him to become the wind. The desert cannot assist him directly, but the desert advises him to speak to the sun, which in turn directs him to the sun. Then Santiago engages in deep conversations with these natural elements about love, about purpose, and they realize that they too are on their own journey and they cannot provide direct aid. While Santiago does this, not physically transforming into the wind, this profound dialogue about love, about the universe itself, prompts the desert, the wind, and the sun to create a powerful storm. In that moment, Santiago spiritually becomes an alchemist. At the end of his journey, at the pyramids, he sees a scarab beetle, an omen again of good fortune, and begins digging for the treasure. Suddenly, two men attack him, assuming he possesses something of value. They laugh when he mentions his dream, and one of them confesses that he too once had a dream about a treasure that was buried at the ruins of an ancient church in Spain. Realizing the significance of this revelation, Santiago travels back home and discovers the treasure where his journey began. The idea behind Santiago's travel is that sometimes we must travel far to recognize what has always been close at hand. This lesson echoes the story central topic, personal legend, the belief that everyone has a unique purpose in life. At first glance, The Alchemist seems like a simple story about a young man searching for a treasure. However, as the narrative unfolds, it reveals deeper topics of self-discovery, personal growth, and the pursuit of one's true purpose. Ideas explored in the episode 185 about Ikigai and casting a vision in episode 120. Santiago's dream is the central driving force of the story. Believing his recurring dream carries a hidden message, he realizes that life's most profound truths are often the simplest, and only those who are wise can truly understand them. Throughout the story, dreams symbolize a person's deepest desire, both literally and metaphorically. Santiago's dream is not just about the treasure. It represents the transformation of his character and his quest to discover his true purpose in life, his ikigai. The philosophy we explored about mastery and self-purpose that aligns closely with this story. Melchizedek introduces the concept of the personal legend, a unique life purpose that each person is meant to fulfill. Once again, connecting the story to the philosophical roots. As children, we know instinctively what we want, but expectations from society, from external factors, often push us towards safety and away from fulfilling our purpose. In a sense, Melchizedek challenges this mindset, insisting that anyone who truly desires it can achieve a personal or their personal legend. Also, the story explores the tension between fate and free will. The phrase maktub, meaning it is written, appears throughout the book, suggesting that certain things are destined to happen. However, Santiago's journey raises an important question. If our fate is written, why is it so difficult to achieve? If we fail, is it our fault or is it the universe's fault? Is it the destiny fault? The narrative ultimately suggests that it is our own responsibility to take action for things to happen. Omens play also an important role in the story, guiding Santiago. The two stones that Melchizedek gives him to help him to interpret signs. The two hawks fighting that warns the fight from or the invasion or the attack of the rival tribe. The scarab beetle that symbolizes good fortune. This idea is a reminder of the importance of observing the warning signs and understanding the messages. These omens are the guidance for those who are willing to listen. In simple terms, the story is encouraging us to observe what is happening around us. It is not omens, it is observing what is happening. Through the character of Fatima, the story explores love and relationships as forces that connect all things and foster growth. Another topic we have discussed in episode 137 and 138. Santiago's relationship with Fatima illustrates that true love does not hold you back. Rather, it encourages you to fulfill your purpose and to pursue your purpose. This idea is reinforced when Santiago proves his abilities to skeptical tribesmen, not through violence, but by connecting with nature and love. Thus, The Alchemist is more than just a story about the treasure. It is a philosophical reflection about meaning, personal development, and the power of purpose. It is a reminder that we gain power by following our purpose in life. Coelho's message is simple. When we pursue our personal legend with courage and faith, the universe will help us to succeed. For anyone seeking to understand meaning, purpose, and inspiration in discovering their ikigai, I recommend you this book as it offers profound insights. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to hit like. I will appreciate all of your comments, your subscription to the channel, and for everybody that has already acquired life quality projects, Principles of Quality, thank you. Thank you for your ratings in Amazon and Goodreads. And don't forget to hit the bell, don't forget to hit the follow button so that you get the notification of the next episode.